Whether it's on the ice or off, sometimes we can all use a little assistance in achieving our dreams. Welcome to a special edition of Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey. I'm Ashley Leach coming to you from Stamford for the Big Assist VII. Players from the NHL, AHL, European leagues, and the NCAA, many with ties to Connecticut, are ready to take the ice and assist this great cause. Let's go check it out. Tell me a little bit about tonight's event. What makes it so special to you?
It started 7 years ago, and the fact that it's still going is very special. It started at the Darien Ice Rink with 600 people, and now we're at a sold-out building at Terry Connors here in Stamford. Every year it gets a little bit better, all based on generosity of the players and the organizers.
In 2007, Ryan played for the Anaheim Ducks. They won the Stanley Cup. Ryan brought the cup back to Darien. He took it to the Darien Ice Rink. People came in, they can come in for free, but we asked that people would give a $10 donation to the O.B. Harrington House Foundation. In 2009, then Ryan said, let's get together, let's get the pros, let's get the college kids, and let's create the Big Assist.
It's supporting spinal cord injury victims. All the proceeds from the charity go towards creating a better quality of life.
So what brings you to playing in the Big Assist VII today?
I've been playing in this game now for 6 out of the 7 years. It's kind of what we all look forward to, having a great skate with each other, and but more than anything, being able to raise some money for a great cause.
I've been coming here for 4 years now. Just look at the crowd and everyone's into it, so a lot of fun.
It obviously brings a lot of the local communities and gets everyone involved, and it raises a ton of money.
It's a fun event. The fans get to interact with the players, and the players get to meet each other. So obviously, it's for a good cause.
I think the cause and how much fun it is, and the turnout, pretty much the whole package.
It's always a great event to come out to. Raise money for a good cause. So it's a fun game to play into. They pack the stands. The fans get into it.
I was lucky enough to play in it a couple years ago. I got to know Ryan pretty well, playing with him at World Championships a couple times. So when he brought it up, and obviously I had an opening in the schedule this year, I was really excited to be able to do it.
Can you just tell me a little bit about this year's event? What makes it different from past years?
We've got a couple of guys who've been here all 7 years. I mean, these guys got a lot going on, let's face it. They're all pros. It's just really touching to have these guys come back and dedicate this time to us.
Tell me a little bit about how you convinced some of these players to come play at this event.
They're very generous with their time. They don't have to be here. And for these NHL guys, it's precious time in the summer. A lot of them, their seasons just ended. They've got a couple of months until training camp starts again. And for them to sacrifice a night of their summer to be here, I think it speaks highly of what makes a hockey player, the character that they have.
You talk about the players that we have here. Today we'll have 10 NHL players, 11 AHL, 3 European pros, and a handful of NCAA Division I players. The kids that are growing up around here to get to see that, it's a special moment for them.
What made you want to come to tonight's Big Assist game? Chris Kreider.
We really wanted to see them play because we like hockey.
My brother's playing. I just want to see a good hockey game.
Who are you most excited to watch play tonight?
Probably Kevin Shattenkirk.
Definitely Chris Kreider. Jonathan Quick.
What was your most memorable assist from this past season?
I passed to a kid, Shane Eisenman. He's a freshman, scored his first collegiate goal. So
A 2-on-1 with a kid who was called up, able to get him one of his first goals, so that was fun.
My freshman year, I'd assisted at Madison Square Garden versus Cornell, actually. I grew up a Ranger fan, so that was a pretty cool experience.
Probably assisting my wife with the kids would be my most memorable one.
OB was your first coach. What made you decide that this was the right organization for you to join?
Thinking back on it, he was one of the best parts about playing hockey. He was a great coach. Every year after the local hockey season, we'd have a party back at his house, and he served us this green slime Kool-Aid stuff. And as a team, we got trophies. You get your name called up, and he just made the sport really fun.
Obi was Ryan's first hockey coach when Ryan was 5 years old. What Obi did for Ryan was give him the love for the game.
When the tragedy hit, it was a no-brainer to try to help out somebody that was a big part of why I started to play hockey.
The O.B. Harrington House Foundation started shortly after Obi was injured in 1997. And at first it was set up to help him and his family. But shortly thereafter, the foundation advanced so that it helped people in Connecticut that suffer from spinal injuries and disease.
How many people would you say the foundation and this event has helped over the past 7 years?
We help about anywhere from 40 to 50 people a year. We've given away in excess of $3 million and probably helped over 300 people.
What would you say has been the best benefit to you from this organization?
It enabled me to get a van. I was driving a regular car for 40 years. We didn't have the same needs as everyone else. You know, we want to go out and go shopping, go to movies.
It allows people access to their own dreams. You know, we're here watching a bunch of hockey players who are living their dreams. You know, and this money with Obi and what his foundation has done has been nothing but great. I have my own foundation where I run sports camps throughout the world. What it allows us to do is it free of charge with their generosity.
Myself personally, they helped out with a wheelchair a couple years ago. This last year, they helped out with getting me a van. Before that, I was dragging my chair and myself into a pickup truck all the time, beating on my shoulders. There was no way I could have gotten this van without the help of the foundation.
For more information about the Obie Harrington House Foundation, visit ohhf.org. And thank you to some of hockey's biggest stars and the Connecticut hockey community for giving us one more reason why you just gotta love Connecticut hockey.